Hi, this is OG. Welcome to Crypto Nights. Become a knight by joining the Crypto Night Discord channel, link in the description below. Every day on this channel, I'll share the latest technical analysis and market updates on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and altcoins. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe so that you can keep up to date with the latest TA and the latest trade setups. So let's get right into it, starting with the market overview. Not a surprise, today's markets have been really crappy. So our markets are down by quite a lot. So for Bitcoin, right, down 5.5%, Ethereum 6.2%, and then the other alts, right, doing a lot worse. So BinanceCoin down 12%, Cardano down 11%, right, XRP, Dogecoin, Polkadot, right, all down by almost double digits. So overall, not a good day in the cryptocurrency space. Taking a look at the total market cap, it's at 1.23 trillion. So, yesterday was at 1.33 and 1.36 the day before. So, down quite a bit as well in total market cap. Looking at Bitcoin's dominance, it has risen slightly, right? So it's up at 45.2%, whereas the last couple of days it was hovering around 44.7, right? So we are now in 45%, 45.2% specifically. In terms of ETH dominance, we're at 16.6%. So actually relatively the same compared to the last few days. So that's a quick overview of how things are. Not very good. Now looking at DeFi, so we see that the total market cap for DeFi is at 64.9 billion, so down from 70, and the dominance of DeFi is at 5.3%, down from 5.4%, right? So also coming down here as well, which makes sense because alts in general perform relatively poorly in downturns, right? So you would think that this dominance would go down in overall downtrend. Now looking at NFTs, we should see a similar pattern, right? So the market cap, of course, is down, right, at 11.4 billion, so down from 13.3 the day before, and this dominance, right, is down as well. So from 1%, now 0.9%. Again, showing that alts perform worse than Bitcoin during times of downturns, right? And if we look at the largest coins, right, down all by double digits, right? Data, Chili's, Engine, Axie, right? The Decentraland, all down by double digits. So overall, very bloody day in the markets. But let's get into the TA to see what are the potential trade setups and whether or not there's any hope for the bulls to come in. Now let's take a look at Bitcoin. So a quick recap, right? Yesterday I posted that we had a head and shoulders forming, and when I posted it, I said that the head and shoulders was in the process of forming because I believe we were somewhere around here, right? And so we needed to break the neckline at 31.1 thousand in order for us to confirm this move, and we had a target right down here around these levels, and we actually met that target. Let me just play you the clip from yesterday, right, as a reminder of that exactly. It's not a very pretty head and shoulders, but it's a head and shoulders nonetheless. So left shoulder here, head right there, potential right shoulder because it's not confirmed yet. So if we have something like this, we have the neckline at roughly 31.1 thousand. And so if price were to break below and close below this level, right, especially if we have strong volume, then this head and shoulders would be confirmed and the right shoulder would be formed, in which case I would be looking for a short. And the target from that short would be, if we just take the distance from the head to the neckline and drag it over to the point of breakdown, this gives us a target of 29.8 thousand, right? So this would be a 4.4 to 4.5% roughly. Okay, so that was yesterday's video, and so if you guys have followed on that video, right, and taken that trade, you would be in very good profits, right? And chances are you should have already taken profits, and maybe you have a small portion as a moon bag in case this really just crashes, right? Which shows again how important it is that you subscribe and turn on the bell notification so that you can get these trades in real time, right? So that you can have enough time to take advantage of these trades. And so while there was, for example, some time between when I posted and when this breakdown happened, 13 hours, it's seems like a lot, but at the same time you could easily have missed this, right, by 13 hours, right? Especially if you're in a different time zone. If you were sleeping, right, then 8 hours are gone. And then if you were not paying attention, if you don't have the bell notification on, by the time you check this video, it's most likely too late, right? And so again, make sure you turn on that bell notification and subscribe. Now, looking at Ethereum, not surprisingly, it's also been going down, right? And so right after we broke down from the 200 MAs, it's just been serving as resistance, right? So for example, on this candle, right, huge wick down, we attempted to go back above it, but again, right, this candle here, wick down, and then we had this consolidation, right? And this consolidation broke to the downside with this candle. So this would have been another short trigger, right? So, and now we're in this zone. And so what we're looking at here for me is we are looking at a potential double bottom, right? First bottom here, potential double bottom here. And if that were the case, then the neckline would be at roughly 1770, right? And so if we break above this level with strong volume and with a strong candle, I would be looking for a short scalp trade, right? Keeping in mind that we do have potential resistance in the form of the 200 MAs up here, so roughly 1825, 1830. And so something that I'll be looking for is, while I do want to see a large candle close, a strong candle close, I wouldn't want to see a candle close that's near these levels, right? Because then we are running directly into resistance, and I prefer to have some room between the entry point and the first resistance point. So, ideally, if we can get a candle, for example, like let's say this candle right now, if we can have a candle close here, right, then we would have a huge candle, right? Well, at least a large candle, and yet there will still be room between this and here for me to take profits, right? And so, I have an alert set here in case we do break out in the next maybe 15 minutes or hour. And again, really important why you need to have that bell notification, because literally this could break out within the next 12 minutes, right, or the next hour. And so you've got to make sure that you are getting these videos in a timely manner to make the most out of these videos. So that's it for the TA portion of today's video. The only one thing I want to share is, in terms of news, is this, right? Institutional demand for Bitcoin evaporates as Bitcoin struggles below 31K. So what I want to really get out of this article isn't the FUD title, but rather this chart here, right? So this is a chart that shows volume at different price points, right? And this is important because we want to see where this volume has where volume has been traded, and in order for us to see where we might see support come in, right? And so if we zoom into this chart, we can see that currently we are in this zone of where we had the largest amount of volume. Well, actually we kind of just broke below it. And so what's dangerous about that is if there's no volume, right, in a zone, then chances are there isn't really support or resistance in that level, in that zone. And so we will be looking for the next levels where we do have that. And so we have it at 26.5K, 23.3K, and 18.8K, right? So, these are the next potential levels should Bitcoin continue to go down. And so the next level will be at 26.5, right? So if Bitcoin doesn't start to bounce here, right, if it continues to go down, obviously the next immediate level will be actually be 28.8K, the low, right, the most recent low. But if this level also breaks, then we're looking at 26.5K, and then potentially much lower. But we will be tracking this one day at a time, right? So we'll see how this plays out. I don't want to be calling for 24K or 20K or 10K Bitcoin just yet. until we see, confirmation, and we see if these levels get taken out, right? So on this channel, it's not. I try to stay as real as possible, right? So it's not going to be, FUD. It's not, but it's not going to be hopium all the time either. I try to show both sides of the picture, right? Because for me personally, I'm on the one hand, I'm long-term bullish, right? By long-term, I mean years, decades. So I have a hodl portfolio, but at the same time, I do trade, right? I'm also a short-term trader because I want to take advantage of these shorter-term movements, right? Because especially when markets are going down, then if you short, you can actually accumulate more Bitcoin, right? So it's actually, in a way, the reason why I'm shorting is because I am long-term bullish, right? Even that sounds counterintuitive, right? But that's one of the reasons why I find I do short. It's because it allows me to accumulate more Bitcoin that then I could hollow for years to come. So thank you guys for watching. That's it for today's video. If you find value in videos like this, make sure you do like, share it with your friends. It really does help out the channel, especially because this channel is in its beginning, early stages, right? Every like, every share, every subscribe really, really helps in helping me to grow this channel. So if you guys can do that, that would mean the world to me. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys